this? I don't hear you. Yeah.
It's still. For some reason, my key binding has stayed. Fuck it. We're going with this one. Hello and welcome everyone back to the last class. With me, the Dyslexic Gamer, and of course the boys, as always. Having some technical malfunctions here, so bear with me. Yes, welcome back to the Dumbass class as we carry on with our tabletop RPG series of Dark Heresies, 1st and 2nd edition combined. In the last episode, the rogue trader vessel, the Emperor's Profiteer, had carried on with its journey to the planet of Ultramar. And our group of acolytes had... God damn it, my brain's all a mix now. The acolytes had gone over to another rogue trader ship, a beautiful tramp steamer called the Lustful Maiden. Sorry, tramp crawler, not steamer. It is 40k, but it doesn't run on Steam. It's not quite that bad. There they met the diminutive shipmaster, a Ludwig Unsworth Turbini, a very small man who butchers High Gothic, just as a passing... Oh yeah, I'm on combat music. Just as a passing trend of his day. Why has that gone over there? Stop. Don't do this to me, Roll20. I've had enough problems. No more. Fortunately, the group have their own gun cutter, so they do not need to stay in the crew quarters that have been provided. Unlike the Emperor's Profiteer, the Lustful Maiden is rather run down. I'll give you guys the scoop. This is a sub-transit vessel. Essentially, these are the hundreds upon thousands of small vessels that travel throughout the singular sub, so one solar system, dropping off cargo. They very rarely do long journeys as their warp engines cannot handle it. Most of them are quite, living on the edge if they are not connected to a guild. The Lustful Maiden is not a guild ship. It is an independent.
Like Oniku's horses, the independent traders.
Yes, little bit. He is a little bit of a Del boy. Maybe.
Small enough to be.
The group were told about their next investigation or their next mission. They are heading towards a agri-world. Ooh, why did I do that? That was weird. They are heading to an agri-world within this sub. Latilla, roll me an intelligence test with a -20.
I really wish I was Latilla doing that, because Latilla was pretty smart.
Liliana.
Intelligence -20, you said?
Yes.
Oh, so close!
Okay, I will be kind to you because it was so close that it's not that important of a quest of... It's something to do with your backstory. So you are informed that the Lustful Maiden will make its way... will be at the planet, the Agri-World, in 14 days. Oh dear God, Emperor, how does this... There we go. That kind of works. No, it doesn't. There we go, now it does. Will take 14 days. Now, you spent a long time aboard interstellar vessels. I'll give it to you that maybe during your younger years, you were informed of what planets you were going to. So you have an idea of space travel. or interstellar travel, however you, well, yeah. This is quite a long time, you know, for a known warp route, for a stable warp route. 2 weeks is a long time to be in transit. And perhaps you're doing this as you feel the vibrations of the ship going into warp. As in the last episode, they did enter warp transit. The ship vibrates in a very unhealthy kind of way, like an ancient old person who still has all of their motability skills. They still can get around, they're still independent, but you can see everything takes longer. This is a ship that has lived a very, very long life and a hard life, and you can tell it through the vibrations.
Yeah.
So last time, the group also found out that the shipmaster dines with his crew. At any point during the 2 weeks, you can go and you will see him there during the prescribed officers' meal times. You will also notice during your 2 weeks, as you do your exercises or travel from one area to the other, that Ludwig is a very hands-on shipmaster. You would probably all have seen him at least once with a couple of servitors, one servitor carrying a very large book. The servitor has been altered to have very long arms, and it holds it so Ludwig can write into it, into his maintenance ledger. And yeah, basically he goes around and does a lot of maintenance and hands-on things himself, which is completely the opposite to the Emperor's Profiteers, Captain.
Just one question. Can we tell if he does a good job or not?
He seems to be very studious. He writes everything down. You can see that, you know, sometimes you'll see him and he'll, you know, marking down that rust needs to be removed and repaired. Things need to be oiled, and there are times when you see him with his servitors and he does get his hands dirty, putting grease on things, doing jobs that you wouldn't normally see a shipmaster doing. Does he do a good job of it? Roll me tech use. Or roll me intelligence tech.
Oh boy. I don't have tech use.
You can scrutinize what he's doing, but because you have no knowledge on tech, he could just be making busy work. That's the issue. You don't know if he's doing a good job or not.
I'm gonna try. Thing is,
technically it's intelligence minus 20 because you don't have the law.
Nor do I have tech use. I'm just gonna do tech use because I can see that he's doing something. I just don't know if he's doing the right thing, and scrutinizing it might not help. So intelligence test. Actually, it was intelligence minus 20, right?
Yeah, it was minus 20.
Sorry. My target would be 15. I missed it by 7.
Unfortunately, he looks like he's always at work. He looks like he's a grafter by how often you see him working, but you got no idea if he's actually doing a good job or not. He could be completely fucking it up, but...
I'm just gonna shrug. I always loved chips, but I don't know how they work. I just know how they vibrate. So yeah, I'm just gonna shrug.
A girl who loves a good vibrating machine.
Yes, actually.
Always in the laundromat, this one. So... essentially, unless there's anything you guys want to do, the 2 weeks will pass very quickly.
Well, we had what's her name, research and stuff. Besides that,
Yes. Cassiella? Cassiella?
Costello?
Yeah, Castella, that's the one. Castella is doing research for you. Essentially, it was like 4 days and you get the research, but you got the research last time. She basically told you most of the stuff that you're going to find. If there's anything else you want to know, by all means, ask up and either she or I will let you know.
I think we got everything.
Hey, Yalby.
Testing.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, food was a bit on the late side today.
Oh yeah, I'm still waiting on my food.
No worries, dude. We had a bit of a time getting started today, so you haven't missed much. Basically, just the opening.
So, are we on the planet yet?
Not yet. We're just seeing if there's anything you want to talk about, either in the group, with the Inquisitor, with the other people. If there's nothing you want to go over, then we will skip forwards to the mission.
I plan on how to investigate, but the Inquisitor just as following the Inquisitor around, so...
Okay, then.
Other than being a cheerleader for Tiffany, I don't think I have to do anything. I'm just chilling.
So, we will move forwards then. Now, as for Tiffany does, essentially a couple of days go by where Tiffany's told, just stay in the gun cutter, you can go for meals and stuff, but just wait till the Inquisitor comes for you. Comes for you. That's probably going to scare her. Until he's ready for you. You'd notice about 5 days into the journey, Tiffany is called to the Inquisitor. A day later, she returns. She's not particularly happy. She is really shaken up. She should probably bitch to you about it. That he did she's like, my God Emperor from above, he probed my mind. He probed my mind, Now, for a psyker, yes, very much. For a psyker, this is going to be a bit odd. He did a psychic evaluation of her, basically, to see if was she telling the truth. I'll just probe her mind and find out. But she did pass. The Inquisitor did say, okay, no, you'll receive a stipend from the it's like Inquisitalis. The Adeptus Inquisitalis. Something along those lines. Basically, she's an official member of the Inquisition, and she'll get a stipend from the officios, like you all do.
Okay.
Because here's the next bad bit of news for you all. Now, the 2 weeks will indeed move forwards. I would like you all to remove every single throne that you have. The money that the Inquisition gave you, the money that you've earned for the Inquisition, well, it all belongs to the Inquisition now.
But
Your throne counts should be at 0. However, you can attempt to hold...
Sticks?
Your what?
My low sticks?
Oh yeah, your low sticks are fine. It's just the thrones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the cold hard cash.
Yes. Essentially, every penny you earned whilst on mission was for the Inquisition. You were allowed to take out living expenses and food expenses and things like that, but now, well, you're on the Inquisition's dime. So that money is no longer yours.
Said we could do.
I'm already glad he's fine with us not having the 250k.
You actually earned it. You actually earned it and then some. It's just no one knew about the value of Imperial scrap. However, once removing your friends down to 0, you are all informed that for completing your mission, you all get 250 thrones. I know. He's generous. He's very generous. For acquiring a Psyker, you're all awarded an extra 500 thrones.
Oh.
I said kidnapping a small child was a good business.
That is a loss.
How much did you invest in it?
That was a massive net loss. Oh God.
Maybe it was
no.
it was the Inquisition's money. So
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Just a towel.
and from this day on, the Inquisition, the Inquisitorial Ordos now recognise you as members of the Inquisition. You will be paid a stipend. 100 thrones a week.
Oh.
Oh.
So because it's 2 weeks, we got 200 thrones.
Yes.
Crush my cock with a rock.
Oops.
If you want to crush your cock with your thrones, you may.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah,
entirely
I
up to you.
can't press right shift at all anymore. Okay, so we should all be on 950 thrones.
Yes.
Okay.
See, I took all that money away, but then I gave you some back, so it's all right.
You gave us like less than 10%.
Technically, I got back about 10% of what I had.
You will lose that much money.
I have
2 of you.
I have 500 thrones more than my remaining seed money.
Technically, 2 of you have come out better than the others because 2 of you spent a lot of money in the early game on items.
Yeah, true.
But that was like the Inquisition have classed that as an investment. It's not. We'll see. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't mind it at all.
So the nitty gritty
wasn't
of the nitty gritty of rewards and finances being over. You would probably notice Mordecai.
Yeah.
And Liliana. But there is another Psyker aboard the ship.
Oh.
In the area. Like in the shuttle bay that your gun cutter is in.
Oh.
And the Inquisitor's gun cutter, by the way.
Oh wait.
I'm
Do we know
guessing.
these to be like?
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm guessing we know that this isn't the other Psyker we know is on board, or the Inquisitor.
No. This is another one. You do know his presence,
What I'm about
though.
to say, is he basically confined into a room?
No.
Is he? So if he's walking around, I don't know. But if he was confined to a room, I would guess he's an astropath or something.
No. Let's see. Roll a 1d100. All of the players. Let's see if one of you 75 and above as you're going back to your gun cutter. Oh well, yeah. Liliana. Mother, look at these doubles. Look at these doubles from the Psykers. Why not when you do a power, motherfucker? Ah, sadness. So, Liliana, one day as you're getting out of your gun cutter, perhaps you're going to go and do some exercises. Maybe you're just going to get some food. You hear what is unmistakably the voice of your Inquisitor. He seems to be talking about psychic techniques of, to focus the mind, to block out the surrounding background noise of the warp. And a very young voice seems to be answering him.
Oh, he didn't. Oh
Wait,
no,
did
he
He
didn't.
kept the kid?
No.
Huh.
It's his personal assistant, isn't it?
Like the son he never
No.
had.
Can I?
No.
I mean, we basically spoke with each other inside our own minds in that weird place. Can I do a Sinisians check to basically see if it's the same aura?
I imagined you'd have already done this, and yes, it is the same aura.
Okay, so I know it's the boy. I'm like, okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Why
the
would an
bright
Inquisitor give up a psyker that he can mould to his... He's like the perfect psyker for an Inquisitor. It's like, a child psyker who I can mould to my...
I was about to say that. Of course, we kidnapped the kid for the Inquisition itself. Why would he waste the potential?
Because he's an untrained psyker, and that shit's dangerous as fuck.
Fully trained now, it's fine.
Well, no, but that's
He's
every
not an
psyker.
Inquisitor.
That's every single psyker. So, including yourselves. You know, before you were taken in by... You were just as dangerous. Which, again, is all dependent on the psyche of the person in question and how much the warp fucked with them before they were picked up. So it's all dependent. There's no guarantee that a young child is going to be a bomb just because he's a psyker. However, an abused child would definitely be a bomb. We'll have to see if this one's abused or not. But yeah, the Inquisitor does seem to have brought the child psyker along with him.
I'm just gonna say, okay then. At least he's not going to other black ships and where he can get his bag full of scars, but it's fine.
Like, who are you talking about? Because I didn't pass the test. You wanted a 75 or higher.
No, that was just for a random occurrence. So Liliana basically came down for breakfast at the right time when the Inquisitor was taking the kid for a walk and talking to him.
Okay, I got you. Sorry.
I mean, probably when we're eating together and fraternizing and stuff like that, I'll probably tell you guys that, like, gossip. You know who I saw talking to our Inquisitor talking to? Remember that kid you kidnapped? Sorry, not kidnapped, bought. Yeah, he's here.
Isn't he meant to be halfway to Ultramar?
Wait. What?
Meh. The Inquisitor knows what he does, so.
Oh, God. I mean, it's probably better for him here than there, but still.
I mean, that's the potential fate of some of kids with the black ships. They could go to a Inquisitorial, training program. That's actually very good for the kid.
Yeah. Like, it's not a bad occupation for him.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, he can get, authenticated by this Inquisitor, can't he?
Yes, the Inquisition can give sanctions to psykers.
So it's a win-win for the kid. He has a good Inquisitor to look after him. And if the kid does anything stupid, the Inquisitor can just shoot him.
Sorry, what was that, Albie?
Don't you mean licenses? Because sanctions imply punishments.
Yeah, a sanctioned psyker is basic. The difference between a sanctioned and an unsanctioned psyker can be as, like, in the fluff, can be as little as an Inquisitor getting the paperwork signed.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
in the game, I'll give you there is a mechanic behind it, but yeah, it's basically a bit of paperwork and some training. And where he is a child who would have been put through testing and things like that, an Inquisitor can get someone tested and put through the sanctioning system. A nicer version, though.
There you go. See, it's a win-win for the kid.
So I do not believe there is any other information I need to drop on you. Without further ado, 2 weeks pass. Your Inquisitor does get your payment transferred to you. Basically, he gives you back some of the hard thrones that you gave him. He informs you that if you do receive payment whilst on a mission, you can't just come to him and request 100 thrones be sent down. You can always come back to him to get your money, but if you are on world or deep undercover, you have to go through other channels to acquire funds be transferred.
Right, so that's something like along the lines of like private
bank transfers.
Yeah, private bank transfers. Okay.
So basically what he's saying is we do the same thing we did on the other world, except as soon as we actually see him, we have to give him all the money.
No. So, like, if you're on a mission and you don't have, and you're like, right, we haven't got any money, when our next paycheck comes along, we can invest it in this. You can't just go to him. You're deep undercover, so you have to go through official channels to get your money. Whereas if you're on a mission where it's okay, you're spending a week down on that planet and then a week on in this person's company, and then we're going back onto the ship where the Inquisitor is, you can literally drop off your reports and go, sir, it's can we get up 2 weeks' pay? And he can make the funds available to you then and there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 2 weeks moves on. I can't remember if there was anything else I was meant to tell you all. So you arrive. Fortunately, this journey seems to be quite smooth. The dice gods did indeed favour you this time, as there were no disruptions, there were no flickers of the Geller field. Everything seemed quite nice.
I wish I could make up.
You get to the edge of the it's not solar system, planet's orbit, whatever. You move in closer. This takes about a day or so. As the ship is quite small, it can come out of warp space a little bit closer to the planet. In that day leading up, you're all given your orders. Essentially, the teams have been divided into what they should be best at. And once in geosynchronous orbit, the Inquisitor informs all party members to come to the shuttle bay. The Inquisitor has, for you guys it's very easy. The Inquisitor has rented a shuttle from the Lustful Maiden, kind of raggedy thing, but apparently it is void worthy. And he informs you of what you will be doing. The boy is not there. It is just him. And yeah, no, it's just him actually, because you don't get any specialist equipment this time. So, first things first. We will make planetfall in the main space pod in the region that we will be investigating. There, we will go over a few pleasantries before, hopefully, you will all see the offending items and where they were placed. Once you've had a time to look over the scene, you'll be, two of you, anyway, two groups, will be going to investigate the towns where these items of interest may have came from. Now, I've had TT bring up a few more items of interest. So, for those of you who don't know what a corn dole is, or how intricate they can get, just to help you out, that's what we're talking. So, there can be quite a lot of artistic merit that goes into these things. And most of the ones that you see are all of saints, the God Emperor, hallowed angels, and things of that note. Right, now I need to get rid of that. So there you go. So right, the Inquisitor doesn't actually wait for any questions. You all get a like delivered email sound come through your data slates, where it tells each group what they are to be doing. Your group will be taking. I haven't actually given. I should really go through and call them Alpha, Beta, Charlie, and Delta. But basically, your squad is taking Castiella. I believe it's Flame. No, it's not Flame.
Hold up, I have them coded in my journal. Are they all from the same group?
Yeah, they're all from the same group.
Okay, so if it's from Castella's group, hold up. Castella, Flame, Venria, and Marius.
Yes. They're going in your gun cutter.
Okay.
So I missed like the last 2-3 minutes. What I'm
Castella, Marius, Flame, and Venria are coming with us in our gun cutter.
Okay.
Flame is the one that you like. Castella is the scribe. Unfortunately, Nutella is not coming with.
Oh, but Nutella's so tasty.
Hey,
Nutella,
come
no,
first.
she's
you
not.
already invested a lot of points in Amy. Don't be fucking cheating now.
I just like Nutella.
Heresy.
She's a good girl.
At least it's not Vegemite.
So, you all set off. Getting into the two gun cutters and the shuttle, you leave the lustful maiden and all her glory and make your way down to the planet. Going through all the normal boring crap like customs, that's the word I was looking for, you would notice that this world seems to have quite a strict movement. Citizens are not free to move about wherever they like. The planet only has about 3 million inhabitants, which is low to normal for an agri world, depending on how mechanized the labor force is, like servitors basically, and farming equipment. Getting through customs, the Inquisitor does reveal his rosette, which is quite joyous to see customs agents shit themselves. But you do, in fact, all get through with no questions asked. You're allowed to wear whatever equipment you would like at this moment. The Inquisitor basically says you have carte blanche to bring what you want.
I'm happy wearing my nice clothes.
But you are told essentially you're doing an investigation and then you're going on a mission. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this small. I've got my Scalp Taker and Stormchild visible. Mark 4 is hidden. Punisher button and my big gold coat. So
I have literally just my sword and my not Punisher button. The Shock Mall. That was it.
Oh.
I don't remember. Do I still have the naval shield from the previous mission?
Oh yeah, and my shield from the planet.
I have my Kama and my shield.
Did you buy a naval shield?
I don't know
No,
if
you borrowed one. If you didn't buy it or request it off them, you had to give it back.
I can get it back then. Never mind then.
Yeah, I had to request it. What do you call it? One.
Shot las?
Yeah, I had to request a shot laser on them. That's why I still have them. They're fucking good.
I just don't remember because I didn't note it down. I'm just gonna note it down that I don't have this.
The Inquisitor is just in black robes with his sword at his side. But it is a fancy looking sword, so yeah. As you come down onto the planets, start into the planet starport, you'd see that you are placed over to one side. It does look as if the planetary nobility does know that you are coming. You don't seem to be in the main populated areas at the very least. When you're going through all the channels to get into the planet, yeah, there aren't many civilians about. You do get given papers that basically these are movement papers, or it's an ident chit, a chip. So I've read it as chit in the rule book, and I can't get that out of my mind. You get an ident chip.
Right.
Yeah, chit is like
Yeah,
a chip, but
chit is like a piece of paper that it's like a receipt for livestock and stuff.
yeah.
Marvelous, you are livestock.
Yes.
I mean,
Actually, makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense then. Makes a lot of sense.
Small bit of documentation, more or less.
The
Livestock.
it takes you a couple of hours because the Inquisitor is taken up to meet a number of people who are important on the world. You're taken into this. Oh, sorry. Firstly, your transportation. There seems to be magistratum people carriers that have been provided for you all. So each group has a people carrier whilst in the city. It has a driver for it, unfortunately. Essentially, you're all given one guide. You don't have to take the guide if you don't want them, but they are just provided for you to help you get around and to find places. The guide drives your group, following the Inquisitor's car, to the... Because it's an agri-world, everything's kind of bunched together. So you've got the Adeptus Administratum buildings, you've got the Ecclesiarchy buildings, and the Mechanicus enclaves, all quite close to where the nobility lives, because this is the area of technology on this planet. So you'd actually come into this area where you can basically see on the four cardinals. To the north is the Adeptus Ecclesiarchy cathedral. It's kind of a small cathedral. It's a very grand building for this world, but it's small on imperial size. Then you've got the Administratum, warehouses, buildings, and storage areas. You've got the nobility on the south, and to the west you've got the Adeptus Mechanicus enclaves, where they would do basically repair to mainly the shutters and the vehicles. And in the center of this is a large civilian stroke ceremonial area where this pedestal is. You get taken past the pedestal towards the south, the nobilities area. A few hours go past as you're left in your vehicle, as the Inquisitor goes in to speak to the planetary governor. Coming out looking quite bedraggled, he goes over he gets in his car and comms all of you and tells you all that everything should be in place and that we can go back to the pedestal to investigate what was placed there. Heading back, you will find that there is the head priest's assistant priest and the Adeptus Administratum's chief clerk's assistant are both standing there.
So the head priest, the assistant priest, and the assistant
head clerk. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Hang on, I need to get my notes up.
So, as everyone, and this is everyone, the other NPCs are not going to be talking at this time. They'll only give you, like, if you want to know their opinion, you need to ask them. But everyone's gathered round, quite a large retinue. But this is again quite a large plinth, and it's a ceremonial area. You go up, and you can essentially the ecclesiarchal assistant will tell you that this is used for celebrating Emperor's Day, for celebrating all the saints' days. That this is where the head priest will come and preach to the locals. And as you get up these large marble steps, you get to the top. And on the top, you'll see there is this large like pedestal, and it has cardinal points on it. Again, you see north, south, east, west, but also the half cardinals. So northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. The Adeptus Administratum assistant informs you that they had the Adeptus Arbeit. So they don't actually have Unarbeitees on world all the time. They would actually send to the hive world that you've just come from. They would send to them to have an Arbeites officer sent out, a judge to then do anything for the imperial law side of things. Otherwise, it's just planetary crime, which the local enforcers take care of. But the Administratum assistant scribe informs you that they did have an Arbeit come out to the world to take photos of the scene, and they did have investigators, and all that information was sent to the Inquisition. And they've got the scene set up exactly how the photos are. So as you look now, you can see that on the east, all the way round to the northwest, cardinals all have corn dolls, just like the one I showed you, all intricately made on the cardinal points. But then for the north and northeast, their corn dolls are missing. And instead, there's one corn doll that's been placed in the middle of the two cardinals. So essentially on the map, it'd be placed here. And this was basically a bastardized, it looked like a little horned demon with a big sword.
To they still have the corn doll?
All the corn dolls that were normal, they have. The bastardized one, and this is where the administratum assistant gets very red in the face and gets very angry at the head priest's assistant. As it appears, the head priest believed it was a blasphemous thing, it was an evil thing, and it should be purged in fire to cleanse the taint from his world. Whereas the administratum said no, it was evidence, it should be kept for... it should be kept as evidence.
I mean, both are kinda right.
I'd say the one that said it's evidence is more right here, because we do need evidence.
The priest basically says that you have photos of... The assistant priest says that you have photos of it, and that should be more than good enough. The administratum assistant is not happy. The
Find anything in the ashes?
the ashes are gone. This happened a long time ago. Like the actual... Like they sent this request off to the Inquisition a long time ago. Like the harvest has already been done, and the next harvest is coming in. So, you know, Inquisition, not the fastest agency in the world.
Out of character. Exterminatus. Easiest solution.
The assistant priest informs you that because this is the boonies of the Ultramar segmentum, that they are understaffed, essentially. They would like to have one priest for every X number of citizens, but sadly they don't have enough. So for every 2 villages, there is 1 priest. But there is a small ecclesiastical building in every town with a shrine to the God Emperor.
Okay. Every time. So, if they only have 1 priest per 2,
Yes.
is
They have-
there any priest currently in Town 1 or Town 2?
The priest assistant can't. He doesn't know. They essentially, the priests have free reign to go from their 2 towns back and forth. However, their congregation, I think congregation's the wrong word, but we'll use it. However, that his community, it's a better word, needs. But they keep a record of where they've gone and what they've done, but that gets handed in every month or so, every 2 months, 3 months, dependent.
Yeah, congregation is the right word.
Question: the 2 towns, do they overlap by any chance with the 2 pedestals? Question.
With the what?
Because like, 2 pedestals didn't have their thingies, right?
No, so it's one big pedestal that has marked on it.
Yeah, it has the different...
Cardinal
No,
points for each.
Yeah.
The
Am I remembering
town.
this incorrectly? Because I thought you said last session that 2 of the dolls were missing.
Yeah.
Yes.
2
dolls were
one
missing, but
in between... If you think of this as the pedestal, like we're... Because there is enough points in all here for north, east, south, and west.
No,
North?
exactly.
North and northeast were missing, and there was 1 doll in between them, which was the bastardized one.
That's what I mean. Is there any priest that, works in both of these?
Yes, there is a priest that works in both of them.
Yeah, that's we should talk to.
It's one. Yeah, it's one priest between the 2, and the priest, the head priest's assistant, doesn't know where the priest will be. He might be in town 1, he might be in town 2. That's not information that's deemed relevant for the ecclesiarchy.
Okay.
For a note, the administratum assistant is really pissed off at this. Like, just when the assistant priest says, "Oh, we do not keep track of our preachers. They do the God Emperor's work, and thus we know they do the right work." And the administratum just like goes red, and just gives him evils, just like, "You fucking prick."
I'm gonna shake my head and think, "Oh, you dumb motherfuckers." I think that. I don't say that.
I'm with the administratum guy here. Stupid.
And he has flashbacks to when he had to push religious heretics.
Oh, God.
They both look at you kind of shocked at that. Like, what, huh?
It's just flashbacks that he has. He doesn't share his opinion.
Okay. You will need to clarify that more next time. I will.
I did say Ezio had flashbacks.
Okay, I'll let it off this time as I didn't hear it, but okay. Let's turn your volume up a little bit more. So
Is this better now?
no. Don't you dare do anything. I will turn your volume up. I will adjust that on my end.
I will stay perfectly silent.
If we both adjust things at the same time, it gets very loud. So, yes, you have your inner monologue of purging the heretics.
Purging with my kin.
No.
So yes, the administratum assistant does inform you that yes, you do have a vehicle that can take you out to your given location. She looks, because essentially you've had to put in requests that your gun cutter has free clearance of airspace, so the administratum personnel would know of that. So looking at the Inquisitor and at the group, basically, you know, because one of you has a shuttle that you can quickly fly over, if you want the guide to come with you, he can. He'll be assigned to you. If you don't, then you can just leave him at the starport, and when you return, he can then drive you around the main city as you need.
Okay. We should probably bring him with him first.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, even though he may be a suspect, it's still better to have someone that knows his way around town.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, some random NPC who I've assigned to drive you around and show you is a suspect just because he's
sorry.
Okay.
Everyone is guilty. It's just varying degrees of guilt.
That's fair enough.
See? Can he get it? Also, sorry, I'm muting my cell phone right now. So now he stops screaming at us.
God damn it, maybe.
So are there any questions that you guys would like to ask the personnel here?
I mean, the big problem is Ecclesiarchy just told us they don't keep records of their own shit. So.
No, only only the movement of their preachers.
Yeah,
the preachers don't have to mark down where they've, like. So
can I ask them which priest is the one that does both towns?
Oh yeah, they can tell you it's Brother Matthews.
Okay, Brother Matthews.
Yeah, they have that information. They just don't know what Brother Matthews gets up to on a day-to-day basis. But they could get out the ledgers and tell you, okay, Brother Matthews last month, or 2 months ago, when he last handed in his report, did these, prayers to the God Emperor, did these blessings, oversaw a sheep that gave birth or some such nonsense, you know.
Okay.
Purged the unclean and made them take a wash, you know, these sorts of things.
Is there, well, from a local perspective, is there anything we need to know about what I've designated as Town 1 and Town 2 on the map? Like any...
The Administratum personnel tell you that no, every town is essentially a template of the other. None of them are remarkable in any geological way or any they're carbon copies of themselves.
Okay.
He does inform you that harvesting will begin soon. There is a very fast turnaround on this crop, and they expect within the next month that they'll begin the processing of bringing in the harvest.
Okay.
The two towns, your group will be, town 1 and 2. The Administratum drone, because numbers are their things, would probably tell you that if anything, maybe they're up by like 0.1% in efficiency. Like
Right.
those two are, you know, their last harvest quota said that they had done it a tiny little bit quicker than every other town.
Suspicious, but not enough.
Again, everything is suspicious. It's just varying degrees of suspicion.
They would inform you that the towns are actually quite isolated. The communities aren't allowed to intermingle. There's a few festivals where each community, you know, like essentially there's a chance for them to meet up and to stop genetic impurities from seeding themselves. They're allowed to meet and greet and to swap over children in the nicest way possible, you know. Not like the screaming we can hear.
Sorry, my bad.
Just as we're talking about children, they start screaming. It's like they knew.
They heard about they're gonna swap children. No!
Sorry, my goddamn
Not
name.
again! They've done this already!
Okay, a nice Chinese version this time. Something good with numbers. Yes.
Oh no!
Maybe a Jewish variant. No, I've heard they're quite savvy with money.
Don't like taking showers though.
Gonna go anywhere near that comment.
Oh well. It was nothing negative.
I could make a joke, but it'd be very bad. Very bad. I will wait till after the stream if you remind me.
So, you're informed that they do a tiny little bit better, and that there are some very rare festivals where they can meet up and families can arrange marriages, essentially. But apart from that, they are very cut off from each other. The Ministorum, the Ecclesiarchy assistant, would inform you at this point that the walk between each village for the preachers is actually seen as a bit of a pilgrimage, because it's not easy terrain. It's days upon days of walking, and it is seen as a bit of a challenge for the priests. He says that with a lot of pride as well. That is their hardship that they must face. You guard members are like, that's it? Really?
What? You can't do a 3-day long hike in a day? Get out of here, scrub.
In pleasant climates, you fucking bastard.
You didn't have to walk across the land that was bombed, that was shelled to hell. Get the fuck out of here.
Get into fuck.
So, are there any other Are there any questions or any other information that you would like to be drawn upon?
Actually, can we get like a com code for these people, just in case we have further questions in the future?
Yeah, sure. The two assistants can give you their com codes. Sure.
Brilliant.
Their names are assistant.
Assistant and assistant.
Yes, yes.
Hang on, I'll roll for their names in Greek. I'll roll it in Korea just so you guys can actually see it.
Yeah, NPC assistant 1 and NPC assistant 2.
Oh, yeah,
I
but
mean,
I
I
actually
could
got
say assistant priest 1 and assistant admin 1.
Go to Korea, and then go to table.
But this is not this is not the first assistant to the administrator. Well, I suppose that was to the Adeptus Arbites. So yeah, I'll let you off.
Names. First one was Fritz. The second one was Helmut.
I thought you
Helmet.
I thought you had.
Helmut.
A helmet.
H-E-L-M-U-T.
I thought you
Helmet.
had great names.
They are Creed
So-
names.
What?
No.
What?
Creek.
Greek.
Not Krieg.
What would you like to do?
This.
Yes.
No. Sorry. This. T-H-I-S.
Oh, this. Do you want to ask them anything, or do you want to head out?
Sure, I mean, nothing really of note in the towns. Well, these towns are situated. They're not close to the equator, where the light.
No,
the fauna.
they're not near the jungle. Anywhere near the jungle. No.
Right, so we're not really expected to see any of the.
No,
hostile.
the casualties, like injury rates around here, are all to do with farming related accidents.
Okay.
One in a blue moon are related to like wild animals.
Okay. What are you guys? Got any questions?
To think of something. Currently drawing a blank.
Same.
If they've seen any suspicious behavior or powers that didn't pay their taxes or stuff like that, but
No, all the tithes for the world are up to date and everything's within not speculated.
margin of error.
Yeah, like their predicted amount of grain and other resources that they're meant to bring in this year are within, everything's falling within. There's no problems, no delays, nothing. This has been the only thing that was brought up a number of months ago. Well, at the end of the last harvest, but the harvest is
okay.
it's a genetically engineered harvest, so it grows a lot quicker than your standard wheat.
Yeah. Well. Alright. I guess we have comm codes for them, so we can call them up at any time if we do think of any other further questions. So that's all right.
Yep, that's fine.
Sounds good to me.
Okay then. So do you want to take to your gun cutter?
Yes.
And are you
should we bring the
taking?
guide?
Are you taking the guide? Yes.
I think yes, we should. What about you guys?
The guide
Can he
would
beat
definitely
navigator?
Yes, that's essentially
Alright,
exactly
fine.
what it is. He's the navigator. He'll be like, yep, so you can fly up this way. When you see these mountains, you're coming close to it. When you see the forest in the horizon, you want to come down, and you should see the grain silos and the big buildings.
Okay.
So, which town do you want to go to?
Should we roll a D2?
I'm a flip a coin.
Flip a coin. I did it.
1.
2.
Son of a bitch. Flip a coin again. 1.
Okay.
Okay.
2.
It's a 50-50 chance, but that's impressive.
Again.
There we go.
There we go.
That's using.
The pilot makes executive decision to go to town 2.
Okay, so you want to go to town 2. Then I am going to leave it up to Waldo. Waldo.
Mm-hmm.
You sexy little beast, you. Roll me a 1d10.
A 1d10?
Yes, a 1d10.
10?
I don't know, but that's either very good or very bad.
Okay. Okay. So you set off.
Oh no!
Now, it takes you about an hour and a half to fly at essentially top speed. Ezio, as I believe you're the pilot, this is quite nice. It's basically open skies around here. There is very little air traffic. So you going at full speed in a straight line, pushing the engines a bit, isn't actually classed as dangerous driving, because there's very little for you to crash into. And you hear from the guide that you may want to do this, as these are very large areas we're talking about. So at full burn for quarter of the journey, 2 quarters, you get there in a blink of an eye compared to the land vehicle that other people would have had to take. Why have I done that? I keep doing it. So, as you fly over, essentially you are flying over just fields upon fields upon fields upon acres upon miles upon kilometers of gold. The wheat is almost ready to harvest, and it is just gold everywhere. Just a shimmering world of gold, it seems like, at this height, of flying at these speeds. But your guide in the probably stood up, directing you. You see the mountains in the horizon, and you bank to your east. And just as before, once you see, as you bank round to the east, you see, as your guide describes to you, the large grain silos that stand out as they are painted white, I believe. Upon seeing them, you are able to do a circle of the town. Now, unfortunately, the gun cutter's not really designed for you to be able to get a good view. Like, there's not passenger windows on the underneath because it's void faring. There is a gun pod, so essentially you can climb up into a top-mounted gun port. There's no gun in it, but you can look round. It's just you're looking from such an angle and a height that it's difficult to make out really detailed information. However, I can reveal for you your map.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's not loaded for me yet, I don't think. Oh, there we go.
Pour vous, yes. So, this is the town that you are seeing from overhead.
Okay.
Where would you like to drop down? You can land wherever you like. If you want to walk into town, you can. There doesn't seem to be anything suspicious from the air, as far as you've noticed.
Did we walk in?
Up to you.
That's gonna group. Should we just walk in?
You can drop down in the middle of town if you want, like land the gun cutter and.
Yeah, I mean we have a piece of paper saying we're Inquisition, so.
Do we see any landing pads?
There's no landing pads. So your paperwork it doesn't say that you're Inquisition. It gives you free travel. Like you can travel wherever you want. If someone does question your papers, you can then show them your Rosarius.
Rosarius?
So it's not an actual Rosarius. It's so the Inquisitor has a Rosarius, but what you have is basically an assistance Rosarius. It's your Inquisitorial paperwork. You all have a badge. Well, you all have a badge that says that you're in the Inquisition, but the Inquisitor's Inquisitorial badge has a mini cognition unit in it that can be used as, so he can go up to a computer in a hive spire, put his Inquisitorial rosette next to the scanning device, and it goes, okay, everything's unlocked. Inquisitorial codes have gone through. You have access. Hello, Inquisitor. How can I help you? Yours are just little badges of the Inquisitorial eye with the Ordo Mechadendrum seal on it. But it does have so when they scan it, it is authentic. Like there's a tiny little bar and serial number inscribed into it that the Inquisition can then verify that it is real. But if you want to land outside the map, I can open up a bit more for you if you want to walk in.
I mean, let's land on the outskirts of the town. Because landing in the middle of a busy town, well, not busy, but still, landing in the middle of a town might not be the nicest thing we could do.
It's the most convenient thing you can do. But sure, if you want to land outside, I will open up a bit more.
I would look for some kind of empty field.
There are no empty fields. If you want to land outside of town, you are crushing crops. Like you are landing in the fields that are meant to be harvested. Like in the town, there's clearly no fields.
Let's live somewhere in town.
Is there an empty field in town?
No. There's empty space in town where you can land your ship wherever you'd like in town. Surrounding the town is, like I said, it's just fields of wheat. It's just wheat as far as the eye can see.
Yeah, alright, I thought we're landing in town. We'll come in with
I land somewhere out of... That's not too obstructive.
It's just our team, right?
Yeah, it's just your team.
Yeah. Like here, somewhere like here, or there.
Sure. If you want to land in the corner, you can. I was sure I had a little gun cutter. Maybe I put it on the actual. I cleaned things up on my end, and now I can't find anything. There it is, gun cutter. Does it actually have a token? It does. Okay. Ooh. You land your gun cutter in the corner of town.
I guess some people start looking at us.
Lovely.
Well, actually, how would you like to bring your gun cutter down? Do you want to bring it down facing into town or away from town? Because I believe the gun cutter opens from the back. Like there's a drop down. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's a drop down thing at the back, and you exit from the back.
Away from down.
Okay, so how it is then? Okay.
Yeah. So if you have to.
Really the way around. That's the front.
Is it the other way around, or does it? Is the drop thing at the nose? Is it at the nose or at the back?
That's the front. I mean, it has a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the on-off. It's the on-off ramp that I'm talking about. I believe it's at the back.
Yeah, the back's this way, so it's facing into town.
Yeah, so it's going to drop down, and then you guys are going to get off, and you're walking into town then.
Oh. Okay.
Because otherwise you're dropping down the ramp, and you're facing the fields of wheat.
Okay, sorry. No, I think I misheard. Never mind.
So place your tokens, please. I know your tokens are going to be rather large for this map.
Chunky. What is this?
Yeah, not on the gun cutter if you could help it.
There's no room. We're too big.
There is. You've got the road. You've got the road. You've got the, and yes, that thing going around is a road. Because originally you were meant to drive here, but you have a gun cutter, so you flew instead. And I wasn't the one who chose the landing spot, True. So you exit from your gun cutter. Do you want your guide to stay in your gun cutter, or do you want him to come out?
Probably gonna need him to come out and point aside what the actual buildings and such are.
Okay. Are you locking up your gun cutter? These are important things to state, and I will not always ask you to state them.
We'll lock up the gun cutter.
Before I leave the gun cutter, I'll tap my feet 3 times, and then as soon as I leave, this is grass, right?
It's grass, weeds, mud.
I'm gonna kneel down somewhere where there is no mud, and I'm just gonna close my eyes and touch the grass.
Oh, you never seen grass before?
I'm just, without opening my eyes, I'm just gonna turn towards there. Oh, Terrace, this is actually my first time on land. I'm gonna open my eyes. Unlike you, I was born out there. I've never seen a beautiful sky such as this. I have never seen the greenery. I mean, I've seen it on pictures, on the pig feed, but...
Liliana? Really bright. It's really bright. Like, Jesus Christ, it's bright. How do people not squint all the time?
I'm going to be squinting and say, it's a bit too bright, but it's...
But your
beautiful.
photo context in the world.
As you're squinting, it's beautiful. It's really... If it wasn't so bright, I might be able to see some of the beauty.
Oh, dude,
but I'm doing an Eastern Asian impression.
Did my photo context actually help me, by the way?
No, they stopped. They don't have... They're not polar. They're not like... They don't adjust with the light. They protect your eyes against violent flashes. But they don't dim just for brightness.
Well, it would help with the initial...
You can... There are a thing called glare visors that you can get.
Your pair of sunglasses.
Essentially sunglasses. But I mean, to be fair, most of you are like, wow, it's been a long time since I've been under a clear blue sky with very little pollution. Now that you're out here, away from the starbase, that was good air for you lot. But now coming out here, taking a deep breath in, it's like, wow. This is so different from recyc air, from the hive's dirt and smog. And there's a lovely sound of all the as the breeze goes over, and hearing all the rustling heads of the wheat. quite a low sound though, but you do hear it.
Is Tiffany here with us still? By the way?
No. No.
Darius is actually a little bit upset. It's the first time in a long time he's seen.
She would be with the Inquisitor or around, like she'd be at the city.
Okay.
She'd be on the ground if you needed her for assistance, but yeah, she's not with your group out in the field doing dangerous Inquisitorial works.
There is one of Littl's eyes are filling with water. She's smiling quite a lot, even though she can't really see.
Attila?
No, sorry, Liliana. God damn it! I made a mistake. No.
Yeah.
Joyce.
Darius will just, as they're walking out and getting ready for the guide and such, he'll pat you on the shoulder. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen anything like this too. Long time.
The guide basically points and is well, there's the town square. You can see the small chapel to the God Emperor, hallowed be his name, and that would be this building here. The guide starts making his way over to the building.
I'm gonna look at the group and say, do any of you have sunglasses?
No. Left mine on photos.
Okay. I'm gonna get up, still smiling, and I'm just gonna follow the group carefully because it's still too bright.
Sure.
So,
if you'd like to move your tokens.
oh yeah, I'll just do it. No, it does not contrast well against the green.
Fair enough. Some of you want to go around the back of the church. That's perfectly fine.
What?
You're just checking the perimeter.
How did that double up? Fuck. What?
Okay. So, as your guide walks towards the chapel. Hello? Where is everyone? We're from the Administratum. And the Administratum. Ecclesiarchy too. Brother?
Hello?
Where are you? Brother?
Wait. Hold up.
Right.
Is it fine?
Just
I
for
don't know
clarify,
where
nope. You've had more than long enough, my friends, to roll things like awareness. As the guide stands outside the chapel, shouting, "Where is everyone? Where is the brother? Can you come out?" You hear from all around you, blood, blood, blood. Blood for the blood god!
Oh no.
Please roll me initiative, please. And yes, you are all taken by surprise.
Also, Dis, I am half inside Ezio, so I'm just going to move. So I'm not...
Yeah. So this map, for those of you who haven't quite realised yet, is not the size of the ground. You're basically, all of you are going to be within 30 meters of most people that you are shooting at. This is a very small map for a reason. Where the hell did I... Oh, that's where I put them.
Oh, that was about to be a 10, you bastard!
I swapped mine back to 7 because I didn't. And of course, my initiative is a 7.
Where the hell do you roll initiative again?
Click on your token and then
initiative.
Yeah.
Initiative.
On player sheet, click on the Attila.
Fuckers.
Wow.
Can
Wow.
I substitute?
Fuck!
Can you substitute that one?
For what?
No, you
For
can.
what?
No, you can't substitute. Before you roll, you can spend a fortune point to go to add to get max, but you do that before you roll, not after.
Okay.
Fuck, we're slow. Although, to be fair, in a weird way, it's good for psychers to be slow. Because then everyone uses up their reactions before it's our turn.
So, as you all come into the centre of town, doors creak open. But as the creaking starts, they then fling open as crazed citizens wielding improvised weapons come charging at you, seeking blood. They got the drop on you, so they get into distance first. How many squares did I say this was? It was 3, I believe. No, actually, they will stay up there. They'll go towards your ship. Which is the reason why I asked you, what are you doing with your ship? So,
well, we did lock it, so that's...
You did, and I will not be asking you that again. Next time you walk away from your ship and don't say that you lock it, I will presume that you have not.
Epsilon, you're the pilot. You have to lock the ship.
Yeah, I always lock the ship when I leave it.
No, you will have to state it.
It's like a psyker thing. Us psychers always deal with the Sinisians, but we don't always say it, so we forget.
It's like a car. If you don't say the car is locked, or if you don't check if the car is locked, the car is not locked.
Yeah, it's Strozinger's car. No? Never mind then.
No.
Don't know it.
Exactly. This had higher expectations of us.
I did. So,
God damn it, guys.
if you want to move on this map...
I didn't hear it, but...
If you want to move on this map, your movement is halved, essentially. So a full move is 3 for these guys, and their movement bonus is 3. So they have all moved. Mordecai, they are in basically melee distance with you. They cannot attack you. Or one of them is. So Darius. Oh, actually, good point. Yeah, they got you by surprise because none of you rolled awareness. So you will miss your first turn. Or they get an extra turn, however you want to put it. So this one is going to half move and get into range. They do stuff with your ship. God damn it. This is a lot more difficult than I thought. Sure, why not? They're fanatics. They'll attack servo skulls. That's a half move. That's a full move. There's so many of them. I need to remember which ones I've moved and which ones I haven't. I remember why I rolled for individual characters all the time now. Right, so
Imagine rolling individually for all of those, though. Holy shit!
I know. I've done it before. I've done it before, and it's not that bad.
Well, roll 20 is not too bad, but yeah.
It is a bit of a pain in the ass constantly clicking through them all, though. So there's one attack that actually gets to go all out. So no aim, but then all out.
Against who?
Mordecai.
Oh.
It'll come through at one point. It was a miss. And then there's a half attack. So there's no aim. They do get a standard attack. So this one again is on Mordecai, and the next one is on Ezio. So one hit on Mordecai.
All the sevens.
You can dodge, however.
You know what? Instead of dodging, I'm gonna psychic dodge.
And the one against Darius also hits.
No, great. You know what? Oh no, it's only one attack this turn, so yeah, I'll dodge. I've dodged.
Fuck!
You should have psychically dodged, you tit.
So the damage against Mordecai.
It's a better chance when I'm dodging. I'm fine with parry, but dodge is bad.
Now
this is
an odd one. So it's primitive 7, but it's improvised, so it has -3 to the attack roll as it is. So it can't go above 7.
Yeah.
On the roll.
Oh,
so anything else? No. So his strength that gets applied to it makes it a 1d10. So although this attack is primitive 7, it doesn't. We don't need to deduct anything.
The fuck was that?
Oh, sorry, you guys heard that. I've got a bit of a sniff. Sorry, you guys heard that. I'm so sorry. I've got a bit of a sniffly nose, so I was trying to clear a nostril.
What the hell is doing a line of coke? What the fuck?
I thought it was like the beginning soundbite of Doom Guy's chainsaw.
I do apologise for that. Normally I would have push to talk on, so you wouldn't hear that, but I completely forgot.
Bastards.
So it does do 10 damage, Mordecai, and it did hit you in the 70, which is the left leg.
Body.
Oh no, 70. Yeah, dead on body. However, it is a primitive weapon. So
half damage if you're wearing.
Yes, if you're wearing
armor.
Yes.
I need to check what weapon. What weapon? What armor I'm wearing? Believe it was. Where is it? Hardened body glove, which is So that should be half damage then.
Yeah, what the fuck am I?
Which is fine. Doesn't scratch me.
Okay.
Because I've got.
Oh,
wait. Yeah, pen 0. Yeah, doesn't do anything.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Darius, you're up.
Alright. Using the comm to the team leaders and the Inquisitor, we're getting attacked by hostiles. Hostiles.
Say they're Chaos Worshippers.
I don't know they're Chaos Worshippers. I don't know what
They
a Chaos
shouted
Worshipper
blood.
is.
Yeah, they shouted blood for the blood god.
Oh, okay. Oh no, we did get the basic training, didn't we? So
Yes.
yeah, I
They
suppose.
did get
So yeah, we're getting attacked by Chaos Worshippers.
Okay. You hear a young woman's voice come through your microbead. How did I voice her? I can't remember now. I'll just go for a normal female. Roger that.
Liam?
The Inquisitor's on the way.
Okay. And shit, I don't have my fucking. No, I forgot my ripper clip. Oh well, I'll quick draw my storm child and point blank the fucker who just shot me or hit me.
I was gonna say this is the perfect time for me to have that flamer that I definitely still have.
So contact.
Yes, not the one that you gave, not the one that you gave away. No, it wouldn't be that one.
The point blanking contacting the Inquisitor, would that be a half action?
I will. So the thing is, yes, it'll be a half action. Normally I'd make it a free action, but essentially you have to go onto your comms and wait a couple of moments for your servitor on board the ship to turn on comms and put you through, essentially. So there'd be a moment where your attack and your conversation is happening at the same time.
Okay. So, because I'm in melee, it doesn't count as point blank. Standard range.
That is correct, sir.
This is the guy that's hitting me. Oof. I guess I missed.
So the shot goes off. But you are able, but it does not hit. So Mordecai, you're up.
I'm gonna half action draw my. Which do I want to draw? Yeah, let's go with my sword So half action, draw that. And then half action, I'm going to burn a fucker. With my brain. The one that hit me with his all-out attack.
Sure.
Actually, no, before I do that, I'm going to assign Niscience, because I can do that as a free action. Oh, that also was an 88. Shit. And now I'm going to burn a fucker.
That's why you don't use. That's why you shouldn't use 3D dice. That way you never get disappointed.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By 3D dice.
For some reason, they also have a delay.
Yeah, they do.
They're just upsetting.
I forgot my target for this was 88.
So he gets an agility test to avoid the attack. No, he gets a dodge. He gets a dodge. Oh no, he did. He all out attacked. Good point. So he doesn't get a reaction, so he gets hit by the power, but then he gets a agility test to put out the fire.
Yes, so he'll still take the first set of damage regardless.
Yeah. Okay, so he will put out the fire, but he does take 1d10.
Good to know. No, he doesn't take 1d10, he takes my damage, which is 1d10 plus 2 times that, so that's 6.
Well, it's still a 1d10. Just plus. Okay, with a nice 10 done. You'd notice they're only wearing civilian garb. It is all ripped, bloodied, and messy, so you don't imagine that would provide much armor.
Yeah.
It's fire, right? Ignores armor.
Fire ignores armor, yeah.
Yeah, just contextually, you don't imagine it would give much armor. As his chest ignites, he just starts slapping himself, trying to put out the fire. He does put out the fire, but there is a gaping wound in his chest that has partially cauterized. And his breathing is very, very heavy. Oh, sorry, hang on. I've got one more attack that I forgot to do. No, never mind. It's only against Beethoven. Ezio, you're up.
How do throwing grenades work in this system again?
This is skill tests.
Alright.
Times 3 for distance?
Yes, strength times 3, exactly the same as all the other.
Can I throw the grenade at this slot? Is more 3 for a grenade?
So the distance. Remember, the distance is doubled. So just because there's one square. So
yes, that would be 14.
So that counts long range. If it's 3 times 3, that's. What's your strength bonus?
My strength bonus is 3, so I got 9 meters.
Yes.
So essentially, you've got 4.5.
Standard range, yeah.
No, because it works like a normal weapon. So you have short range, which is
No, guys. The field is doubled.
Yeah.
The field is doubled, so he's got 4.5 meters on the board. Yes, that is 9 meters.
That's 9
total.
meters.
But he can't throw it that far on the board. He can only throw it 4.5. Because the movement, each square is 2, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we count from the TBW, this is 9 meters.
Oh no, you can exceed the range on the grenade. You can exceed that.
Yes, but no. What I'm trying to get at is there's no point in you measuring 9 meters because he's not reaching 9 meters. Yeah. You can only measure out 4 to 4.5. 4 to. That's the range he's got. So if you want to throw a grenade there, you can. Just remember the gaps in between are doubled. So if it's only got a blast of 2, it's not going to reach as many people as you think it will looking from the map. Yes, it will get these if you throw it there, you will hit those two, sure. But it's not going to reach the people lower.
I'm just trying to figure out where to throw it to not hit Mordecai.
So, for 2.5.
Did I not put tokens on this one? I don't think I did I?
There you go.
No, that was bad of me. I didn't put area of effect tokens on this one. I will have to do that next time.
You need to throw it like there. That's the 5 meter radius. That's 2.5, but it's not the 5 meters.
Hang on, what blast has your grenade got?
5.
Yeah, the Mark III is the big bulky grenade.
Oh right, yeah.
He's basically throwing a chunk of C4 at the group.
So if it's got blast of 5, then it's only people within 2.5.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but you can't do half meters. Sadly.
So that's 9. So that's double.
If you turn snapping
long
off
range.
on the ruler, you can.
Alright. Or just hold L when you're doing the ruler thing.
Yeah, but so this is what I'm. So for you to throw it 9 meters,
That would be.
you're
18.
actually it's actually 18.
I know
Yeah,
that.
so that's long range. That's a long range throw. Because you know the range you get for, say, the las gun. It's 100 meters.
Yeah, no. I know you can go over it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this out there. I'm not gonna allow marksmen to apply to thrown weapons.
Yeah,
So if you
that's
think
fine.
if you were trying to get over the range negative,
Yeah.
I think there's another perk, another skill for grenades to do that.
So
Because I do believe there is a talent that lets you ignore grenade ranges as well. I think I've heard of one.
Don't think I have that on.
it's gonna be too close. You're gonna have to do a long range throw for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm throwing the grenade into that square. I can't get the ruler to stick.
That's still gonna hit Mordecai.
It shouldn't.
Like that's you're trying to throw it in between a square. It's like there. That is a 2.5 meter radius on Owen.
I am going to have to ask you to hurry up a little bit and make a decision.
Yeah, I know. Just kind of hard to put it right on
Fine,
the
you can
20.
nudge it. Go.
No, it's just because you're trying to take out as many enemies as possible in one go. I applaud the effort. I do, but you do need to hurry up a bit.
If I shoot there, where I'm pinging now, that's my aiming.
So
The
Yes.
bottom of the red square.
bottom
So,
of the
so
right, this one.
it's lower down. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, where I've pinged right now, the center of it. Half aiming works on a grenade.
Yes.
Well, you have to draw. Have you got quick draw then?
Quick draw.
No, I don't.
So you've got a half action, pull, draw the grenade.
Here goes nothing.
I should probably bring up the scatter directions.
Oh yeah, I think you get a macro for that here.
I guess it's long range.
Yes, it's long range. Well,
Hit.
with a 13,
Oh, damn.
with a 13, you definitely strike the individual who's charging towards you in the face with the grenade, and as it bounces on the floor, just as where you wanted it to land, it explodes. I'm quite glad you did hit because I can't find. Oh, there it is. There's the scatter directions. So 12 damage is done to all 4 individuals who don't. You get a dodge with blast. You do, don't you?
Yes, I think
For
so.
some reason I thought you didn't for a moment. So that's 4 dodges, except from one of them had an all-out attack. So that's 3 dodges. So none of them achieve it because they had a target of 10. What is going on, music? What is going on? Why were you? Where did you stop? What caused you to stop? I don't even know. It's just saying playing nothing. You swine. Okay.
I love it when that happens.
Okay.
I've
So-
put a plan together.
Damage done. So you have done 12 to each one of the 4 in a gigantic explosion that leaves dust, debris, blood, and body parts flying. As the dust, the screaming, the body parts, and the parts of houses finally settles, you notice that all 4 are no more. Mordecai, you are covered in red.
Shrapnel narrowly misses Mordecai.
As the one that you set on fire just suddenly and just explodes from the back. But because of the wound in the front of him being a weak point in the skin, the blood and viscera sprays out, covering you.
Oh, lovely.
That they wanted blood.
Um,
That was not the time for quips.
Now is exactly the time for quips, and you know it.
I'm currently being attacked by 2 people.
I'm gonna. I don't have quick draw, so I'm gonna use half an action to draw my shield, and the other action to, well, the other half action, I'm gonna smite a bitch.
Sure.
Smite. I'm gonna cast smite. Sure, I'm gonna use only. No, I'm gonna use 2 because this is semi-auto technically. And poof. Hey! I'm casting smite at this dude right here.
I think that counts as a double, right?
It should do. It should do. You want to fire upon him? That's fine.
Yep. I think he can. This is only 1 because that's 2 degrees of success, not 3. So, does he want to dodge?
Ooh!
Oh!
Jesus.
He was close. He was close.
Okay, damage. 1d10 plus 2. Oop. Submit. Penetration is 4. Oop. 9, 10, 4.
Sometimes I forget you're a psyker. Now you can use
So
your
as your
quips.
bolt strikes him, strikes him in the chest, he does falter, but he stays standing.
Oh, this tiny little cock.
So he takes a half move, and I'm going to do this one at a time now, because we're going to have a number of people probably being able to attack, possibly. So there's no aim. He can only do a standard attack. So here goes. He misses. Darius, one on you. With an 88, he misses. Corn's special number.
No,
I know you
should
want
we-
blood, but no.
Because they're same blood for the blood god, and it's actually Corn's number.
That's actually
Unfor-
unfavor.
Unfortunately, not all of Corn's worshippers are blessed with
Yeah.
great combat prowess.
I think I'm the most Scorn pleasing to this moment.
No, you didn't.
Probably. When a
No.
corn doesn't care from where the blood flows, as long as it flows, and he did make it. He did make it flow.
I mean,
And also-
Mordecai's target number is 88.
Yeah, but he hates.
So
fight.
ignore that damage roll. So Darius, you have 2 all-out attacks
Oh, fuck.
coming at you. Oh, there should actually be a +10 to this because they are outnumbering you now.
Yeah.
Would you like to dodge?
Severely getting outnumbered.
You might want to step.
I won't say no.
Okay.
No dodge.
Those are the dodge. Yeah, I'm not going to dodge though.
Okay. 2.5 damage done. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't worry about
actually,
it.
I do take 1 damage there because I
Wait,
have no armor on my legs.
What the fuck?
I didn't take any armor on my legs. I didn't want to be look like a douche.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You didn't want to look like a douche.
I'm wearing a greatcoat enough, okay?
Another hit. Would you like to dodge?
God damn it. The
No.
other one does hit, and that's to the torso. Yeah, I'm not dodging torso shots.
5 damage.
5. I take no damage.
So, Beethoven. An all-out attack comes at Beethoven. Minus
shouldn't-
30, plus 30.
Minus 30 because of sights, I presume.
Yes, minus 30 for his size, and then plus 30 for the all-out attack. He misses, however. Oh, and
Beethoven is playing the Ninth Symphony.
some attacks on your gun cutter. You can imagine how effective they are. Darius, you're up.
Bonk. Are they bashing wooden sticks on a gun cutter's armored plate?
May as well.
Basically, yes. Basically, yes.
Yeah, I'd imagine they took like a wooden hoe, snapped the handle off, and just like poking at it with a fucking. Okay.
We're gonna see. They may get creative. We'll see.
That,
But yes, Darius, you are up.
Alright, yeah, no, you know what? No. I'm actually going to spend a half action to put my Storm Child away. Quick drawing the Punisher button and beating the shit out of the guy that hit me with the hit me in the leg.
Sure.
And then I hit. No aim. Standard attack. No modifiers. That's a hit.
That is indeed, he did all-out attack. So please roll me damage. Left arm, I believe, with 10 impact. It was a mighty crack come down on his shoulder, but not enough. Mordecai, everyone in front of you just turned to bits, and there's some in your mouth and up your nostrils.
Roll fear.
oh, tasty.
I mean, jaded, so.
I mean, if you're not jaded, this is nothing compared to your massacre at the nightclub.
I was gonna say, jaded, resistance, fear, and adamantium faith mean no. Is there still a heretic in this direct? This is still a guy, isn't it?
Yes.
That's easily within range. I'm gonna make him blow up.
You hear a moaning cry coming from behind you.
Oh shit, there's one behind me, isn't there?
Yes.
If that's where you think the moaning cry came from, then that's
Well,
where
the
you think
moaning
it came
cry
from.
you said came from behind me.
Yes, it did. It did come from behind you, but behind you, there's a lot behind you.
You know what? To settle this, well, I'm focusing on the guy directly in front of me. I don't care.
The rest of you can also hear a moaning cry coming from behind you. Darius, it's in front of you.
Just so I know, where is the guy? Is he in between us?
Yes, he's cowering in between you, just there holding himself in a fetal position, just go, God Emperor, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, he's not doing too well.
Good bit.
The reason this target's lower is I cast at a higher force.
So
That's why it's a 78, not an 88 this time.
Did you have
he
reinforced
gets a dodge to try and dodge it. He doesn't. He gets an agility test to try and put out the fire once it started. It doesn't. Well, he doesn't put it out.
Yeah. No, Jim. I did Psi rating 2 earlier. I decided to do Psi rating 3 because this guy's further away.
Well, yeah, your shit is actually easier to cast. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but yours is semi-auto, so, you know, those in glass houses. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 8. Plus you get pen 4, so suck a dick.
Oi.
As
That's
you
14 damage.
turn your power upon him, he spontaneously combusts, screaming out that blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne, until he dies. And even once it looks like he's dead, he raises a drooping, dribbling arm up to claw at you. But he's too far away.
Fucking weirdo.
Ezio, your turn.
Well, seeing the great success that was my previous grenade, it's time to repeat. I target that place. Same sorry as last time.
Yep. Locked in. Okay.
Fuck me, the God Emperor wants you to do good work with those grenades. Holy shit.
This is why I kept my dodge.
Okay, so...
You should be out of range.
No, I'm not. It's 2.5 meters. Alright, I'm dodging. Ooh!
Holy shit, one of them succeeded.
Yeah. I didn't.
We'll say it's this one, and we'll actually move him slightly. So he's jumped, leapt out of the way. The other's not so lucky. Oh, Darius not so lucky. You sure you don't want to re-roll that?
No, it's only 2 damage to the chest. It's alright.
Isn't it flak, so it's even less? Cause
It's only against...
Yeah, blast, which this is.
It's explosive.
Yeah, like...
Oh, shit.
No.
This
It's
is
specific.
exact-
It's specific. Flak gives you +1 against blast, or in this it does in Dark
yeah.
Heresy. So
But
because
it's
this is
still blast.
because you're getting hit by blast, it's increased in pen if it's flak.
Alright. Yeah, so, yeah, there's a flak greatcoat, so I only take 1 damage instead.
Oh, okay, so that's how much they take. So they all basically, after the explosion, the debris has. Well, you didn't hit as many houses, so mainly it's just soil and dirt and smoke. Once that all clears, you can see that they are all still standing. There's just giant chunks missing out of all of them.
I'm still standing.
Kind of, just more with the blood, which most of it is spilling out of them. Liliana.
I prefer my one.
Owen is over here for later use.
I'm gonna have an action draw my comma, have an action cast smite again on the same dude.
So funny, I'll just point this out. Funny thing is, you can't actually see Owen's template on stream. For some reason, the Soon Raccoon, it doesn't come up on his screen. Thus, it does not show on the. So we can leave Owen there.
No, it's because you guys actually don't have control over Owen. You can't see the thing. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just me and Darius who can see. Ah.
Yeah. Never mind.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so I'm only gonna cast that save rating once this time because the timing come up. He's bleeding profusely, right?
Which one? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
The one right in front of me.
No. He's quite alright, I believe. Oh no. He's kind of fucked. He's kind of fucked.
I blasted him.
Yes, you did. So
I'm going to use a fate point because fuck this.
Wait, aren't these guys dead?
Doubles.
Oh,
If I get a double, I would just take damage, dude.
I know.
Ah, son of a bitch. The dice guys don't want me
so
to do it.
the new character sheet that has been added is for all players. So if you need to do the aura effect, everyone should be able to see it.
Yeah.
And if you want to rename it, you can as well. So
tried, didn't work.
the God Emperor doesn't love you, rightfully so.
Korn said no. None of that psycho shit here, boy.
Let me you say that. Moves to there. Oh god, this is going to start getting. Right, so we're going to go for Liliana first. So, Liliana, you take one hit, which is just a standard hit. Which actually hits. You then get hit again by an all-out attack.
Okay. I'll actually, let's see.
So you may dodge one.
The all-out attack does more damage, right?
No.
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 It has a higher chance to hit, and you can link special abilities to all-out attack.
31. That's to which arm?
31's right arm.
Right arm. I'm gonna try to block this. Yeah, sure. I'll just try to block the second one because those technically. Not really concerned about any of these, but I forgot how much is defensive. 15.
Yes.
So plus 15. Submit. I block the first one. I take the second one.
So you take technically you take 5 damage, because that damage is rounded up.
Technically, I don't care because I have 9 armor there. That's why I'm not concerned at all about these people. Like, yeah, sure.
This one is going to use half his movement to move up to allow this one in. He has not left combat, but he has moved within combat.
Which is why I'm saying, Darius, you should probably get behind me.
I'm actually about to shout that we should probably retreat into the chapel.
But why though?
Choke point.
So Darius, you get hit by 2 attacks that are standard, which I'll do first. Oh, hang on, sorry, that should have extra on it. Let me just see. So that one does actually hit, because they're outnumbering you by quite a large number.
Yeah.
I think they're getting like plus 30 to their...
At maximum of 20, I believe. For
Oh, is it maximum of 20? So yeah, with a plus 20, it's still hit by 5. And then another standard attack, which I'll do the standards together with plus 20. Yeah, because it's Battle Master or a skill that gives you an extra plus 10, I believe. So one of them misses, and then I'll do the 2 all-out attacks. No, hang on. No, because one of them moved into combat this turn, so 1 all-out attack. With a plus 20. He misses. So only 1 hit. Are you accepting the damage?
I have to dodge because I tried to dodge Ezio's explosion.
Oh yeah, good point. Beautiful. 2 damage.
Oh, I have no non-primitive armor, but that's 4 is my toughness bonus, so it doesn't matter. Thank God I leveled toughness at the end of last session.
Let's see. Let's move these guys in. I wasn't expecting the grenade to take out one whole side, but no, fair enough. He will squeeze in. The the guys on the gun cutter. Let's give them an intelligence test. They've never seen a gun cutter before, but do they know what a jet engine is? Do they know that they can stick sticks in it? Oh, fucking hell. Apparently so. Apparently so.
Jesus.
Whilst one of them's just bashing his head against the side of the gun cutter. Blood! Blood for the blood god! Hey, Derek,
no blood.
let's do that over there. We'll do more damage.
Trying to extract
Just headbutting the grills of a jet engine.
Make Peter into robot!
trying to extract juicy red blood out of a metal ship.
They rolled a 9 and a 9 and a 10.
Okay, so it's now the one against Mordecai at the north. It's not going to happen because he moved. But the one against poor little Beethoven. Oh shit. Well, if he does hit, he probably won't kill it. So he gets an all-out attack, but then there's a minus 30. Well, he misses just, kind of. So, Darius, you're up.
Yes.
You hear in the microbead. We're en route. You will have to hold off for at least 10 minutes. Oh, so ETA 10 minutes.
ETA 10 minutes. Yeah. So I believe that's like 60 rounds. So
something like that. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna be fine. Come on.
That's fine.
Just want to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reply.
Sure.
So
sorry.
What's up? Sorry.
No, it's just we're getting close to the time.
Oh,
hang on. Who's top of the? It's Liliana, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can finish the turn. Probably
Yeah.
does a good. Sounds good midpoint.
Okay. Yeah. I can't really do much. I'm not really a melee character, so Oh, wait, hang on.
All of the ranged enemies are on our side with the melee characters, and all the melee characters are all next to you.
Son of a bitch, I keep forgetting about that ability. When attacking a target and then an ally attacked since the end of the guardsman's last turn, the guardsman can reroll any result of 1 or 2 on damage rolls.
Although you haven't had a 1 or 2 on a damage roll.
Yeah, but still, that's a kind of useful ability. I forgot about it. Okay. Same guy. No, different guy. Hang on. Who looks the least beat up from that explosion? This guy?
Yes, he wasn't in the explosion, so yeah. Well, although technically, it's this guy. He looks unhurt. Everyone else looks kind of hurt.
Yeah, so I'm trying to smack him in the face with the Punisher button while telling people to back up into the church. So, half AM. Counter attack. Fucker. We're close to the end of the session. I'll re-roll it. There we go.
Sorry, which one were you firing at?
This guy here.
Okay, so he still has his dodge, so he will attempt to dodge.
Fucker.
Did he actually do it?
He
Holy
did.
fuck.
Am I gonna have to save your ass in melee again?
I keep telling him just move
Yeah,
behind me.
I'm saying retreat and Ezio just fucking throw another one.
I mean, I think me throwing a grenade will still be faster. It's my loss.
Mordecai, you're up.
I see this one. Like, I blow that guy up, and I look around me and see that one there. That's fairly close. Then I also see all the ones around Darius, and I need to check my move. I'm aware things are halved. Don't worry. How far can I get?
Good point. I could have had them run instead of doing full moves, but never mind.
I could charge here into this one to give Darius some help. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do a charge attack into this one.
Sure. You hear another dry coming from in front of you this time.
And I'm going to try and hit a bitch. I'm going to fail to hit a bitch. This is why I use psychic powers, guys.
Ezio, you're up. For fuck's sake, why music? Why? I invest so much time into getting you to work. There we go. Looks like it's working again. So, Ezio.
I'll spend my last limpet. No, I spent my last Mark III on that lot.
Sure.
Probably overkill, but
What are you throwing it?
My last Mark III.
Oh, you've thrown the last Mark III? Or are you throwing it?
I'm throwing it.
Oh.
Will your luck carry on? Find out in just a moment. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Yeah. In fact, I think theirs better. Just there. That's perfect.
No. I reroll.
Yeah, you do not want scatter right now.
It's what, 1d5 meter scatter? That's not too bad.
Yeah, because it's halved.
You can
I
only
would
do
prefer if the bomb didn't reach us, because even though I can tank quite a bit,
it's still gonna hit you there.
The damage can reach up to 20. So
better.
Still hits you, Liliana.
Direction still hits Liliana.
Oh, okay.
It was because you guys moved it.
Unfortunately, you can't change once you've rolled.
But you guys
That's
are
fine.
moving it around afterwards.
No.
After I said I will throw there.
Look,
I'll allow it this once because we were moving it around an awful lot. Okay, so I know, in fact,
A
That
lot of
damage
these people are already wounded.
2 of them don't have dodges, and 3 of them do? No, 4 of them do. Yeah, because 6 will get hit. 6 will get hit, so 4 get dodges, and 2 don't.
7 hit. This guy gets hit.
Oh yeah, good point. But he does get a dodge then, because he's not in the kill range. So let's have a look.
Dodged.
One of them made it. One of them made it. I'm going to say it's this one. He dives to the side and stays in combat with Liliana.
Is that the one that was almost dead?
Yeah, most of them are almost dead, to be honest with you. Can I get a damage roll? Although
I really
it's
did a 9.
it's pointless for most of them, I will admit. As the concussive explosive goes off, leaving a slight ringing in the ears, a cloud of dirt, debris, blood, viscera, guts, and body parts go flying. As there are many, many dead. Many, many dead. But one who is still in combat with Liliana, and one who is still alive. Just...
You know, even if it had hit me, I would still be fine if the damage was dead. Because blast damage is to the chest, right?
Yes.
I'd be fine.
So as our acolytes battle against fanatics in this quiet town of Khorne, our episode comes to an end, with the dry screams coming from somewhere within the town. We'll find out next week who those screams are coming from and just what is going on in this town of Khorne. Thank you very much for watching, liking, commenting, and following. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you'll join me here tomorrow when I'll be streaming, because what else will I do? Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care, and as always, bye-bye for now.
Bye.
See ya.
Milk for the cornflakes!